Alright, is this good? Yeah, I think it's good. Alright, so a few days ago, matter of fact, yesterday, I was out in Warsaw and I just had a sick meetup with my entrepreneur friends. It was wild. I spoke to guys who are already making a shit ton of money a day, which is like wild, right? Even though they've done it off of crypto, which is not really my thing. Still, I met up with many guys who had like very similar interests to me, and the whole trip to Warsaw was just like insane. Oh shit, something bit me. Something bit my leg. Wait, am I standing in some, bro, what is this? Fucking nature. Yeah, I can't. Some fucking plant. Get out of here. It was like scratching my leg and something. But yeah, I was out here in Warsaw, and the reason as to why I haven't been uploading for the past 2 weeks is, as I said, I'm working on a video that's way better than anything else I've done before. It'll still be a similar format, don't worry about it. It'll still have that Simon Shredder feel, if you know what I'm talking about, right? But I just felt like we needed to upgrade a little bit, right? I'm aiming for Jack Piggott slash who else does a similar format? I forgot the name of that guy. Yeah, but I mean coming for that format, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit different, but I'm planning to up the quality, right? Also up the quality of the advice that's being given. Like right now, I just turn on the camera to fuck around. I just turn on the camera so that I can speak to you guys, because it's just so fulfilling. Because I haven't spoke to y'all in a while, you know? Not gonna lie, I haven't spoke in front of the camera for a while. But I did get a lot of recording done today. Good, what did I want to say? Good news. Good news is that I have done a lot of recording, so the "you're not a loser, you're just lost" upload is coming very shortly. Yes, I just revealed the title of the next video. Nah, but the title of this video and the motive that I had behind it, I just simply want you to live the sickest fucking life possible. Genuinely. Live your life like it's a movie. And I know it's a quote you've heard dozens of times, right? But I want my life to be like a story. Like, I want to be able to just put my entire life in a story, so that when I'm old and my grandparents will watch this video 50 years from now, they'll know that I was that guy. And just the thought of that is just so fulfilling. The thought of just creating the coolest story for my life possible. That's pretty much it. But the third thing that you need to understand is, what kind of a story, what kind of a movie do you want your life to be? Because not everybody wants to live an action movie. Here's the thing. We all have different personalities and then needs. We don't want the same things. We're very similar in the sense that, yeah, we want to be financially free. We want to have a lot of friends. We want to have a big booty bitch beside us. Okay, I'm joking. But yeah, the deeper you dive in, the more differences you'll start to notice, right? The more you understand another person, the more you sort of notice the differences in between you two. But the more you understand that it's these differences that you actually appreciate the person for. Because if we were all the same, then like, what would be the point, right? Just a little thought I had. But yeah, once you know what kind of a movie you want your life to be, aim towards it. One of the first things you need to understand when trying to make your life into the coolest movie possible, oh goodness, find something that's fulfilling to you. What is the movie about? Once you have the main character, which is you need to have a story for that character, right? You need to find out what this character is good at and what's the story about for this person. I know I'm kind of going in circles, right? But damn, once you know what your story is about, once you have the main character, once you have the plot, you need to filter out the side characters, right? You got to hang around the right people. And don't feel bad about yourself if you spend a lot of time with the wrong people, right? Because another major thing you need to understand, the mistakes that you have gone through is actually what crafts your character. Don't be afraid to go through mistakes, man. Back in the day, when I was around first grade of high school, second grade of high school, I was a bitch. I was so afraid of doing mistakes. I was so afraid of, let's say, walking up to that girl, right? Because you never know, she might have a boyfriend, or she might make fun of you for it. This kind of like bitch thinking used to control my life so freaking much that even to this day, when I get the thought of it, when I get the thought of how I used to be back then, I just cringe. I just cringe, but also I don't really have a regret for that time period, right? What kind of a movie is it that it doesn't have like ups and downs? Like every single movie has like twists to it. It's like you're listening to the story, then something happens, then you're listening to it again, and then something happens again, and again, and again, and again. And those kind of movies are way more interesting. Would you rather live the life of eternal monotony, of like zero interesting things? Or would you rather go through the low lows so that you can actually experience the highest peaks of life? Me personally, like, I would rather be broke for 2 years and live on the street so that I can be a millionaire for the next 5 years, right? Rather than to live the safe life of just having a job till you die. Those are just like young human thoughts. Who knows? Maybe this isn't the right advice to give to my grandkids, but it is the right advice for you. That's for certain. Oh boy. When was the last time I recorded in nature? This is something that I'm, this is just a thought that I got because I'm really not certain. But yeah, goodness gracious, the amount of progress that I made in just like 2 years, pretty much 2 years, right? I went from being like the biggest, loneliest piece of shit in the world to living the life that so many people would be jealous of. And I'm saying this with complete pride. Even though I'm nowhere near being financially free, even though I'm literally making, I'm on a negative revenue with YouTube, right? I'm losing more money than I'm making. I don't even care. But it's so fulfilling. What you need to value the most is fulfillment. It's how you feel throughout your life. Would you rather be a millionaire who hates himself? Or would you rather be even like dead broke on the street, but you're the happiest person ever? I swear to gosh, listen, when I was in Warsaw, right? I was visiting the Old Town, which is one of the main areas of Warsaw, right? And I was walking down the streets with my parents, and there was this homeless guy. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, right? But it was safe to assume that he was homeless, right? Because he had like dirty clothes on, like a long bushy beard, and he had like a hat on and a guitar, and he was just jamming, and he had like a massive smile on his face. Then I noticed the piece of paper that was right next to him. Do you know what it said? It didn't say like, I need money for beer. It didn't say anything like that. You know what was written over there? It said, all I'm asking for is a smile. And that, like, I don't even like pay attention to these guys playing on the street. But when I read it and I looked at this guy, I couldn't help but to give a massive smile to him, right? Because he was freaking, he was shredding, right? I played a little bit of guitar as well, right? For around a year or so. So like, I appreciate good guitarists because I never really became one. It was just something that I do for fun, right? I was never good at it. But when I see guys who are really talented, no matter what age you are, no matter like what kind of music you play, I really appreciate that stuff, right? So when I saw him, like, you can't shred on an acoustic guitar, right? But when I just saw him grooving, like, I just gave him that massive smile. And you know what he did? He stopped playing, he pointed at me, and he just said, have a good day. And he said it in like such a cool voice too. It sounded like freaking Santa Claus, right? It was like, have a good day. And I just couldn't help but to smile, I swear. Like, this kind of person is gonna have a much more fulfilling, simpler, but a much more fulfilling life than the millionaire with a shit ton of problems. Obviously, I'm not telling you to live on the street. No, I pray every day that you don't. But I would much rather live a simple life that's fulfilling than trying to chase something that I don't even want. You need to answer to yourself, what kind of story do you want? Do you want to become rich purely because everybody else wants to, because Hamza told you to do it, because Tate told you to do it? Is it really something that's true to your core? Or maybe you would be more fulfilled doing something that's way simpler. This thought just kind of hit myself as I'm saying it, right? Because it's a deep thought, you know? If you need to make that money, go get it. But answer to yourself, what do you want deep down? Don't confuse your needs with what the outside wants you to want. You know what I mean? Because the most common regret nowadays is that people live the life that they didn't want to live. They live the life of others. And to me personally, this is one of my biggest fears, right? Because I'm probably going to have to go to university. And I'm not really sure if I want to go to university. This is the only catch, right? I'm still going to go there to find out if it's for me. I'm not just going to say, oh, fuck college. I'm dumping all my savings into crypto. Fuck you. Nah, I'm not like that. I'm not. It's not that I don't like taking risks. I love to take risks, but I value experiences. Getting back to the movie analogy, the more experiences you have, the more interesting your movie becomes. Right? The more you know just how much you appreciate a good movie that has a lot of Easter eggs, that has a lot of like side plots that you can just discuss about. What? I was just I was just checking there are people walking down the path. Yeah, me personally, I used to be a big fan of the Avengers when I was a kid. When I was growing up, I loved the Avengers. I was a big fan. And I used to watch these breakdowns of like Avengers, like Infinity War, of like any movie really. I used to watch all of the breakdowns and try to find every single Easter egg in it, right? And even though it was years ago, I remember it like it was yesterday. Sure, I barely remember what's inside of the movies, but I remember appreciating them so much. Make your life like that. Don't be afraid to start doing new things, honestly. You know, I have many interests, right? I have I have a shit ton of like skills and interests. I can speak 2 languages already. I can speak Polish, English, a little bit of Spanish, which is nice. I'm just like looking over at like what I can pick up. I can juggle items. I can solve the Rubik's Cube. I can like do 3D art. I can draw. I can play the guitar. I can do a fucking backflip. Okay, I can't do a backflip yet, but I spend a lot of time training for the backflip. Wait, what if I just went for it right now? Wait. There's a lot of sticks, so like I'm kind of scared to do it. Plus I'm really like out of form. I have not trained for a long time, so I need to like move shit out of the way. Wait. Oh, I just regret saying that because I don't really want to do it. But now that I said it, I kind of have to do it. You know what I mean? Because my ego won't let me. Wait. Perhaps I can take this camera to a different place where like I won't freaking kill myself. Wait, is it still recording? Oh, hell yeah, it is. We're 12 minutes into the video. Okay, look at this beautiful sunset. Ooh-wee. This video on its own is making my life more interesting. I'll be able I'll be able to tell this as a story. Like once I'll go back to school on Monday, I'll be able to tell people that, oh yeah, I went to record a video out of nature. I was doing backflips in front of a plane. Who gets to say that? Nobody gets to say that. That's what I mean. Make your life the coolest freaking movie possible. Should I go for it? Okay, if I go for this backflip, you have to subscribe. So, ooh-wee. Kind of scared, but wait. Why did the music pause? Bro, I'm not gonna play no cuts in no video, but I have music playing in my earplug. But is somebody calling me? Oh shit. Wait, my friend's calling me. Shit, it's Casper. Oh shit. Okay. Shout out to you if you know who's Casper. I'm gonna have to finish this video and I'm gonna answer his call real quick, but I gotta get this backflip first, so let's go, bitch. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit. I'm out of form, bro. I'm so out of technique, but I can still yeet myself backwards. Woo. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of hit my quads. My quads are so like not stretched. I need to stretch more often, but okay, I need to I need to get back to training the backflip because it's really fun. It's really fun, but yeah, I gotta sum it up. So if you were to remember anything from this completely useless video, shit, my tripod. Make your life as interesting as possible. Make it the coolest possible movie you can, truly. I'm gonna just let you take a look at this wonderful view one more time, because we gotta get going. We gotta get going. I was supposed to meet up with my friends so that we can record the next upload, which is coming on my main channel, right? It's the You're Not a Loser, You're Just Lost. If you really want to find out more about that, go join the Discord server and literally just DM me. Like I can't even speak, motherfucker. I shake my hand that I will respond to you. Maybe not immediately because I am a busy guy, but I will respond to your DM if you have any questions towards me, no matter what problem you're going through. I might not have all the answers, but I'll try my best to help you out, you know? This is just what I find fulfilling. Oh, shit. Goodness gracious. Take one more look at the view. Yeah, boys. It's been a having a wonderful time talking to y'all. I need to make these like unedited videos more often because I find them way too fun. One more backflip for the boys and I'm gonna close it. Alright. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that one wasn't bad. That one wasn't. Whoa. It's the wind. It's the fucking wind. That one wasn't bad. That one wasn't bad at all. So, yeah, if you made it all the way here, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't even care. This can get 0 views and I'll still be happy. Yep. Keep working, brother. Take care.